Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can make a slice of orange. So when you take an orange and you cut it in half, you see a slice with the orange segments, right? So I'll be showing you how you can create that easily on Adobe Illustrator. So for this video, I have chosen this A4 size document and given a name to my document as well called the orange slice. Right. So before I begin, I would also like to make sure that I'm in the right window and I am in the Essentials Classics options right here. Then only I will be able to see all these tools right here on my screen. Okay. So let's start by first making a segment. They are orange segment actually, okay? So I'll go over here to this shape tool and select the star tool. So if I just click and drag my mouse, you might be seeing this star shape, right? So we do not want that, we want the triangle, right? So because the segment is kind of in a triangle shape with rounded edges, right? So while you're still holding onto your mouse, just click on this down arrow key twice and you will get a triangle shape. You let go and we can go ahead and make the edges rounded. So if we click on the direct selection tool, the shape changes a little and you can see some circles in front of the anchor points, these 3 points, right? So these points will actually help us to make our edges round. So we grab one of these circles and slowly bring our shape like that. Right. So once that's done, I'll zoom in on this and I would like to make this a little longer. Right. So I'll select this anchor point, click on Shift and select these anchor points right here, and while it's still selected, I'll click on the down arrow key of my keyboard again, and to make this process a little faster, I'll click on Shift and then bring it downwards like that, right? But the shape isn't coming quite the way I expected it to, so I'll just Control Z and instead I'll just select these 4 anchor points and then bring them down like that, okay? And I'll just bring them inside as well. So I'll click on Shift and click on the right arrow key like that. Similarly on the other side like this. Nope. So you have to just play and see how narrow you want the rounded one to be like that. And I think this looks pretty cool and it kind of looks like an orange segment, right? So I will just make this a little smaller. So if we just click on Shift and Alt like that and like that, okay. So now I want to rotate this in a circular format, right? So to do that, we'll first select our object and go over here to this rotate tool right here. So when that happens, and you see this light blue icon, right? So we need to bring this right here, just below this shape we just created, right? To do that, we click on Alt and bring this icon at the bottom right here. Okay, now we have to give a particular angle to this. So you'll have to see which angle actually suits best. No, 30. Let's see, 50. You say copy. Nope. So 50 wasn't working. You'll have to keep playing around and see. Nope. Okay, wait. I'll have to get this down again. Okay, let's see. 60. 60 would probably work. Okay. So this looks a lot better, and to make several copies out of it, you just have to click on Ctrl plus D. Ctrl plus D to make several copies like that. Okay, so this looks a lot better, except it's overlapping a little bit. So don't worry, we can just bring them out like that. Just adjust this tiny bit. Right. Like that. Just bring them back a little so that it's not overlapping. So the angle of the rotation will vary depending on how big you've made your orange segments. Right, like that. Okay, looks good. And now we have to make the outside. Right, so I'll go back to the shape tool again, and this time click on ellipse. I'll go over here to the center of the center right here. Click on Shift plus Alt to make a circle just about this big. Right, so that's made, and let's make another bigger circle. To do that, while this circle is still selected, we go to Object, Path, and Offset Path. So right here, this box comes up, and now we have to give a certain value in the offset so that how big or how small we want our circle to be, right? So since we want our circle to be a little bit more bigger, we can just type in and see which value works best, and see the preview as well. 5 looks good, and click on OK. And there you go. So as you can see, we've made a half section of an orange. Once we've done that, we can go ahead and make this a little smaller, like that. And the same thing can also apply if you're trying to make a slice of a lemon, right? So it'll stay the same like that. So I'll just bring this on the side, and let's just make another orange at the back over here. Right. So I'll select this one as well, and just copy paste this, and by clicking on Alt, I can make a copy like that. Okay, and just make one stem over here on the top. Right, let's go back here and Shift and Alt and like that. Add a stem, go to the pen tool and just make one small stem like that. Click on Escape to get rid of the pen tool, and let's just add one small leaf to it. To do that, we go back to our shapes, click on Ellipse, click and drag us to make a circle, and go back and use the selection tool to make another circle, to make a copy. To do that, we'll again click on Alt and drag it like that. Okay, so we just want the middle portion, overlap portion, and not the others. So we'll select this and go to the shape builder tool, click on Alt so that the plus now becomes a minus, and then just drag over to the portions we do not need, and it automatically gets deleted. So that happens. We bring it here, rotate it, and just apply it over here. You can just bring this a little forward. That's it. Bit. Okay. Okay, so this one also we can, if by chance if you see another copy has been made, that's okay, right? Or you can just copy paste it to make another shape of a leaf. You can just copy paste it to make another copy. Rotate it like that and bring it closer again. Let's add this on a little bit more top like that. Okay, now that we are done, let's go ahead and add the colors. Right, so I'll first select the segments first like this, and I'll add this orange color like that. I'll choose this inner circle and I need a slight creamish shade. Right, so let's see if we click on this fill option and then and we make sure that we're in the orange segment right now, orange color segment. I'll just drag to the lighter shade right here. This looks good and click on OK. Okay, so in case if this happens, don't worry. We'll click on this shape, right click, arrange and send to back like that. Similarly, we'll select the outer circle and click on a bright orange like that. Right click, arrange and send to back. There you go. Similarly, let's also add the colors to the leaves first. I'll select these two by clicking on Shift and choose a nice dark green shade. And since this is a stroke, I will just change the color of the stroke like that from black to green. And since it's very thin and you can hardly see it, let's also increase the stroke weight to 2. Change this to dark green as well and change this color like that. Okay, right click, arrange, send to back. Now since this is done, let's select all of them again, and I do not require the stroke at all. I think it will look a lot better without the stroke. Wait, whoops. So wait, I'll select this and that one and remove the stroke. I do not require the stroke in this circle as well. Select this portion. Wait. Do not require it at all, and that's it. Wait, maybe I'll just give this one an outline of a darker shade of an orange so that you can differentiate. Yep. Right, so let's make this a little bit more realistic, right? So because this looks like a flat orange illustration we just made. Right, so let's add some dots over here. Right, so I'll go over here and I do not require any stroke, and for the color I need a bright white color. I'll select on the outside and make a really small circle about 5 by 5 millimeters. Okay, go back to the selection tool and just apply it here. Okay, wait, I did not remove the strokes from this portion. Done. Okay, since this is big, I'll reduce the size even smaller. Right, I'll bring it on over here, and I want to add like a line of this circle right here, right? So I'll go over here to this rotate option and this light yellow icon, click on Alt and bring it right here to the center and reduce it to 10 to see the preview. Maybe bring it even closer to 5. Copy. Okay. And then by clicking on Ctrl+D, we can easily make several copies going around it. So it's like that. Okay. So now what we can do is like let's see. The circles actually look a lot bigger than I had hoped. So let me just undo that. Go back here. I want to like again make this even more smaller to 2.5. Let's see. Okay, now that looks a lot better. Over here, rotate, Alt, bring it back here, go back to 5, preview, copy. Okay, and let's go. Ctrl+D. There you go. So let's just alternatively select the circles as well, and like that. Like the reason why I'm doing this is to make it a little bit more realistic. So that it looks more aesthetically pleasing, right? So this takes a little effort to make it more realistic, because see, flat designs, illustrations like this looks a little boring, no? Like that. Let's change the color. Change the stroke color as well to like that. There you go. Like that. Like that. And let's add some shadow over here to this portion right here. Right, so to do that, we'll go to the pen tool and do not require the fill. Make this dark orange itself because it'll look cool. Like that. And probably just whoop, like that. Just probably add like that. And just add the same color. Wait, oh, I need it like this. Make sure that this is selected. Make sure that this is selected and you choose the right shade. Okay. And wait, it's not the right shade, it's this. Yep. And let's just make it a little bit more transparent. Like we bring it down to 50 probably. Like that. And there you go. Our illustration for an orange has been made. Now let's go ahead and save it even further. We'll go to File, click on Save As, and just save it to whatever name you want to. And by default, our file will be saved as an Adobe Illustrator file. I highly recommend that we first save our file in this format so that in case if I want to make any changes I can easily access my AI file. And we click on save and click on OK. And there you go. Our file has now been successfully been saved. And now that we have come to the end of this tutorial, I hope you found this video to be useful, and with a little practice you can also make and experiment and make different types of fruits, right? So thank you for watching and keep practicing.